Alright, hello everyone. I was hoping I would never have to talk about Stephen Ridley ever again, but unfortunately, not only is he still scamming people on behalf of the Church of Scientology with a garbage piano course, but he's made some friends now who are helping him run this scheme, and they're almost as unpleasant as he is. They've launched a new subscription-based scam called Piademy, and that's what I'm going to focus on in this video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can watch my previous videos on Stephen Ridley, who's the guy from these ads. I'm sure you've all seen them. There's a lot of background information here. And I know this is my third video about this, but hopefully it's my last. I really don't want to become a Stephen Ridley hate channel, and I promise I have more original videos coming. Anyway, a few weeks ago I saw that Stephen was hosting a 5-day piano challenge in his usual live webinar format, alongside two people I had never heard of, Marc Bosserman and Brennan. Now, what was the challenge? If you're new to the Stephen Ridley lore, you may think that the piano challenge had something to do with playing piano, but you'd be wrong. Instead, it was exactly what I expected. It was a 5-day long sales pitch for the next expansion of our favorite L. Ron Hubbard approved piano course.
So, introducing our newest program, and this today is its launch. It's called Piademy, and it's a complete method for playing all the songs you want, fun, fast, and simple for beginners.
Now that we're entering into the multiverse of Scientology piano scams, I have some new characters to introduce. In the first 2 days of this painful 5 days, we're introduced to Marc Bosserman, who is pretty similar to Stephen in terms of his playing and his singing, except he's way older and way less charismatic.
Broke my will. What a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Oh.
You can tell he's trying really hard to be Stephen, but he just doesn't have Stephen's ability to lie with every breath without thinking about it. Maybe he'll improve with time, but for now, he's a terrible salesman, as well as a terrible pianist and a terrible teacher. Here's a compilation of some of his awkward moments.
Ba-bam! Woo! All right.
Yeah, so Mark, you can click this little icon of a camera, like a little round blue icon. You can click on
That?
it.
You know, I don't. What do we have? How do I know the question? Is there? Does anybody have a question? I don't.
a lot of comments right now. It's hard.
Huh? There are.
We play just back notes. How do you play just back notes?
How do you play just the black notes? And this is okay. This is with this hack, you're going to be able to improvise. Oh my God, that was so beautiful.
Like Stephen, he's also a Scientologist.
My name is Marc Bosserman, and I am a Scientologist.
In 2015, he reached OT level 8, which is the highest level you can get to in Scientology. In this webinar, he tried to teach some piano hacks and how to play chords, but just like Stephen, he didn't discuss anything actually helpful to anyone at any stage of learning piano. I guess maybe you have to buy his course in order to actually learn these concepts because, after all, nothing valuable in life comes for free, but oh yeah, there's a huge amount of people all over YouTube who have provided all of this information and much more for free in a much more understandable way. On the third day of this challenge, we meet Brennan.
Let me give you a little treat here, a little highlight. Oh yeah.
It turns out, Brennan already has a pretty decently successful channel where she posts mostly piano tutorials. It's nothing advanced, but for beginners who want to play pop covers, it's pretty useful. So out of all these teachers, she is actually the best and most qualified, which is pretty sad when you think about it. It's too bad she sold out like this, but it turns out she has something in common with Stephen and Marc and everyone else at the Ridley Academy. It's Scientology, that's right. As you can see, she appeared in this video on Scientology.org talking about how Scientology has helped her life and productivity. Anyway, I do feel kind of bad for her because she doesn't seem as overtly scummy as Stephen and Marc, but I do have to hold her accountable for her actions here. Her webinar was pretty much a tutorial for the basic riff of Clocks by Coldplay. Nothing really special or mind-blowing, and nothing that lots of people, including Brennan herself, haven't already put on YouTube for free. On the fourth day, it was time to start pressuring the audience to buy the course. And for this, they needed an expert. So they brought in good old Stephen Ridley, and he gave his classic sales pitch for the Ridley Academy and for Piademy. As usual, it was painfully long and full of lies. Here's a clip of him laughing as he scams a poor old lady.
Judy says, someone's trying to help me on the phone. I'm 83 and illiterate on the phone and computer. Judy, we will help you. Don't worry.
Anyway, over this entire 5-day period, they gradually explained the details about how Piademy would work. Unlike the previous complete piano masterclass, it would be subscription-based with a price of $97 per month. And also unlike the complete piano masterclass, it doesn't make any claims to turn you into a master pianist. It's more for people who want to get to a level where they can sound good and play a few songs that they like at a basic level. Now, on the surface, this sounds a lot more honest than the complete piano masterclass, but it still has the exact same problems. From what I've seen, the quality of the instruction is terrible. They'll tell you that their method is the best and everyone else is wrong, but that's an obvious lie. Aside from that, all the information they teach, I know I keep saying this, but all the information they teach is already available for free all over the place, especially since this course is mostly for beginners. Taking all that into account, $97 per month for this is crazy. Then there's the fact that every single person involved with this is a Scientologist. We've got Stephen, Marc, and Brennan. Then we have Stephen's co-host for all his webinars, Serge Ramelli. Serge owns Creators Secrets Incorporated, which owns Ridley Academy. He happened to donate $1 million to the Church of Scientology last year. Then we have the co-host for Marc and Brennan's webinars, whose name is Nicholas Clemente. Him and his brother Vincent are the owners of Clemente Media Productions, which owns the trademark for Piademy. Recently, the two of them donated $500,000 to the Church of Scientology. Now the question is, where are they getting all this money? I know they have other projects and businesses that probably profit quite a bit, but it seems very plausible that they're earning some of this money from the Ridley Academy and Piademy and then donating it to Scientology. So even if this wasn't a scam, would you want to support Scientology by buying it? I don't think so. But that's not all. In my last video, I talked about how the Ridley Academy might not just be a scam, but also a Scientology recruitment front. I mentioned the fact that Charlie Wackley, a Scientology recruiter, works for the Ridley Academy. Why he works for them? I guess we don't know, but what we do know, and what they've assured me, is that it's not to recruit people. Why would it be to recruit people? You know, he's a Scientology recruiter, he works for them. He's not there to recruit people, though.
You'll know Stephen's a Scientologist, I'm a Scientologist.
Yes.
Not all, but a lot of people that work in the academy are Scientologists, but it's a piano school, it's got nothing to do with Scientology.
I mean, this seems believable, right? This seems very believable, especially considering that if you go to ridleyacademy.com/help, you'll see that they have something on their website called the Oxford Capacity Analysis. Now, the Oxford Capacity Analysis is a Scientology personality test, mostly for new recruits. That seems normal. Once you fill out the test, you get an email to schedule your free Scientology consultation. Who signed this email? Oh, it's Charlie. I mean, clearly there's no recruiting going on here, no signs of it whatsoever. I believe them. I mean, they've been honest about everything else, so why wouldn't we believe them? So that's pretty much the long and short of it. The Ridley Academy has always been a scam. Piademy is a scam as well. And as of the time I'm recording this, Piademy is only available on the Ridley Academy website. They haven't launched their own website or their app yet, which they said they would do, so this is really fresh, and I'm hoping to nip this in the bud before too many people fall for it. Since my last couple of videos, Stephen hasn't directly addressed anything I or any of the other people have said about him, but there are signs that he's aware. He replied to a few of the many negative comments on his videos, and back in March he published an article about how to deal with haters. He doesn't name anyone, but I'm pretty sure I'm the YouTube attacker he's talking about. His conclusion is basically, ignore the haters and keep winning. He says it's not worth trying to shut critics down or engage with them. That's his public stance. But privately, he tried several times to get my videos taken down by filing privacy and copyright complaints. Thankfully, YouTube sided with me every time, and they'll probably do the same with this video when he tries to get this one taken down. The best part is that not only did he fail to take my videos down, he's running ads on them. It's pretty likely that you got a Steven Ridley ad on this video. So this means Steven is paying me to expose him. So Steven, if you're watching, please stop scamming people. You're pathetic. All right, so this brings us to the end of this video. If you would like to, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe. You know, right now is your chance, because once my channel gets big enough to get sponsored, I'm immediately going to sell out. And then you're going to say, oh, I miss the old Raphael. I subscribed to him at only 7,000 subs. And then you're going to feel really good about that, because other people are going to think you're cool because you were a fan of mine for longer than they were. That's just something for you to consider. Thanks for watching, everybody.